2 years ago today, I was out skating street in Osaka with my friend Yudai. We went around to a bunch of street spots and then we put a video together for Go Skateboarding Day. And then last year on this day, I was in New York City and that was crazy. They had a huge event going on with Adidas and there was like contests going on and there was like 1,000 skaters at the LES park in New York City. Yeah, if people landed a cool trick, they would give them like $100. And then we all pushed through the streets and went to another park. It was like a secret skate park that they built on top of a school. And that was cool. There's no like big contests or any events going on in Japan like they do in the US. And today, in 2020, Go Skateboarding Day, I'm here by myself. Well, not really by myself. There's a bunch of like local skaters here. They're all friendly, so it's cool. Today we are here at Koganei skate park. And the reason I came here is because it's really shady. Not in a bad way, there's like a lot of shade here, so I like it. And they got a box and they got a rail and the ground is smooth, so I think it's perfect. I went to Komazawa yesterday, but it was way too hot and I almost died. There's no shade there and they don't have a rail. But actually when I first got here, I noticed the rail is missing one of the legs. And then the box, the big box that I like to skate, the coping was missing from it. So I was wondering, because I know over at Okura Park, they like lock all the boxes up so people don't skate it. Because people were leaving the boxes and stuff out. If they keep doing that, then they'll get in trouble and they'll not be able to skate there anymore. So I was wondering if they did it on purpose, like if they took the leg off the rail and they took the coping off the box. And then I saw this dude come up and he like went into the woods over there and he pulled out the coping and he pulled out a power drill and then he put it onto the box. So I'm not sure why, but the box was definitely on purpose. Nobody fixed the rail yet, so I think the rail is actually just broken. But it's still skatable, so we're gonna see if we can get a few tricks in here today. I was talking to one of the locals here. He said a lot of people come into this park recently. They've just been leaving their trash laying around. So if anybody's watching this and you come to this park, make sure you pick up your trash and you throw it away. There's like trash cans right next to the park. So there's no reason to be leaving your trash there. I know a lot of places in Japan don't have trash cans and it can be really annoying, but there's literally a trash can like right there. I'm looking at it right now. So yeah. Pick up your trash. Same thing though, if you're at like a skate spot or a street spot, make sure you pick up your trash. Because first of all, you're not supposed to be skating there in the first place if it's a street spot. It just makes it more like, it makes people think that you're not a bad person, I guess. If they see that you're cleaning up and stuff. Like my friend Yudai in Osaka, I always see him like picking up other people's trash. And I'm like, what are you doing? That's not even your trash. And he was like, well, if we leave the trash here, then we're not going to be able to skate here anymore either. So, yeah, he has a point. Definitely just pick up your trash, throw it away. I was thinking about going to Komazawa to go meet up with Montaro, but he called me and he said he was leaving Komazawa and he said he was gonna come here. But knowing him, he always says he's gonna do something and then he either comes like 3 hours late or he just doesn't do it at all. So I'm not really sure if he's actually gonna come. So I'm thinking that while I wait for him, I'm gonna go get something to eat. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, one of the reasons why I wanted to come here to Koganei Park is because I wanted to skate a box that in the background there wasn't anything, like there wasn't any people in the background. Something with just like trees or something. I did this video on TikTok. I did a kickflip, but I did it with like 5 different shirts on. And then when I edited it, it just looked like my shirts were changing in the middle of the kickflip. I wanted to do a different version of it. I wanted to do a K-grind version of it. And also a bunch of people were commenting, like asking how I did it, but I deleted the footage that I used for the kickflip. So I'm gonna show you guys how I did it with this K-grind. Basically, I have all my different shirts ready and I just put them down next to my camera. And I put my phone down with the framing that I want. The camera's gotta be on a tripod or like propped up against something, because you don't want the camera to move at all while you're doing this. Because if the camera moves, then it's not gonna line up the right way, and then everything in the background is gonna be moving. You gotta do the same trick with all of the different shirts on, but really only one of them has to be clean. I mean, I landed all of them, but one of them was kind of sketchy. But you gotta have one where the roll up is clean and then the landing is clean. So you just leave the camera rolling the whole time on the ground, don't touch it because you don't want it to move. It took about 5 minutes to film this. My leg started cramping up a little bit in the middle of it. So it took 5 minutes to film, but when I put it into my computer, because it was slow motion, it ended up being like a 40-minute clip. So if you wanted to like speed that up and make it regular time, speed it up by 800%. Why would you make a slow motion clip faster, you might ask? Well, sometimes if you see a slow motion clip, like it starts off normal, but then when it goes into slow motion, it looks kind of choppy. So if you don't want it to be choppy, speed up a slow motion clip and then make it slow during the part that you want it to be slow. Anyways, back to the point. Line up all the clips so that they pop at the same time and you land at the same time. You might have to adjust the speed of it. It's kind of hard to go the exact same speed every time. So you might have to adjust the speed of the clip. And it was easier to do the kickflip one, I guess. Easier and harder. It was harder to land the kickflip one, just because sometimes it's hard to do kickflip standing still. But the editing was easier because you're not moving. You're staying in the same spot. And then once all the clips are matched up, all you really have to do is cut up the clips and then watch the shirts change. The editing doesn't take that long as you know how to use the software and you know like where the tools are and stuff. It's not that bad. Anyways, so after I finished eating, Montaro called me and he was like, "Oh, I changed my mind." See, I told you, every time he says he's gonna do something, he doesn't actually do it. In my experience, a lot of skaters are pretty flaky though, so it's all good. But yeah, then I just went home and I ended up playing some Apex Legends on my computer. If you want to play with me, my name is Timuchee, as usual, same as everything else. Hope everybody had a good Go Skateboarding Day. If you want to see some more skateboarding vlogs and stuff like this, check out this playlist right here. And if you want to learn how to skateboard and watch some how-to videos, check out this other playlist. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.